Today is the 15th of January 2021, and I came back to Fundación Miro since beginning of the week. I had a meeting with the educational and audience department to talk about the new lines or the possibilities of engaging on some activities or what to do together. Within that meeting, we came with the possibility to start a correspondence with the school that is right next door, in which maybe we will consider ways of moving each other, but without a clear agenda on how to make it happen, but let the correspondence do the thing. It will start soon, and it's also a great idea because it will be developed between some of the workers of Miro and myself. And the correspondence of the kids would be between the kids and me, and also some of the letters that Miro used to write during his career. I have also been aware of how empty the museum is at the moment. It's an empty space that holds a lot of vibrancy when it's empty. It's very alive in a way. But I also thought that it would be great to find ways to invite dancers to come and inhabit some of the spaces during the times in which it's closed. And that invitation will start also soon with the dancer that I have already contacted, in which will come and try to see also how the museum is affecting their dancing, but also with no previous experience of what we have been doing. So to be able to see also how different dancers with different backgrounds also take the museum and what do they sense or feel with that. And I will also engage in a correspondence with that person after dancing in the museum for 1-2 hours when the museum is closed. And also that might lead us to develop like a little video that will also contribute to the collection of the Fundación Miro, and that will be also part of the exhibit of the permanent collection. I'm also part, together with some of the workers of Miro, of the process and reflections of thinking on how to distribute the artworks of the permanent collection. So I've been invited to contribute to that discussion through my experience as a choreographer of the space, but also to contribute with some ideas and proposals in relation to the idea of distribution. We were talking about the possibilities of how to create like modes of being in the museum that are not just one direction. And with that one direction is because the museum, when the visitors come, it's constantly just going one direction through the exhibition. So part of my attempt that has also been like how to engage in ways of being here or proposing activities or ways of guiding that also breaks with that sense of direction. And directions comes a bit more multiple within the structure. And these days I have been inviting some friends to first to walk around the exhibit and talk on what they see. And I have recently rediscovered some of the collection because of some of my colleagues that suddenly were telling me to look somewhere where maybe I wasn't aware of that so much. And on the other side, I went also to propose like a one-to-one encounter with visitors, but also it's going to be also offered to the workers of the museum, in which by them giving me a word, I kind of engage on this kind of instant composition or instant movement with some of the traits of the building, of the view, but also of the artworks. The procedure kind of also wants to go back into a sense of touching, a sense of sensing, mode of contemplating artworks through the senses, through the feeling of being touched. And so far, this is more or less what we have been talking this week. Today we had a meeting with the director of Fundación Museum, Marco, and Teresa, and Elena, and Veronique, and we kept also reflecting a bit on what's the openness of this space, and how this space can still be open, and how this space can still be a place where to come back through the subjective experience, or the subjective modes of organizing, offering roots, experiences coming from different people.